All right, hey, Carl's here already. Guys, back working on the rig a little bit. You get my time-lapse stuff ready to go. So if you tuned in this morning, you saw us cut all of these pieces for the deck. Move that over there. You saw us cut all these 2x4s for the deck. Let me grab. Here's the rest of our stringer. So now we're putting everything together. We got all of our centers marked here where our stringers are going to go, and we're just screwing and gluing this whole thing together. So wanted to let you guys tune in while I shot a couple of time lapses here of me doing this stuff. Pardon my big furry face here for 1 second. Let me get my time-lapse camera set up, which is literally just my phone, and we're gonna shoot a time-lapse on this. How's everybody doing today, by the way? So that'll work. Hopefully you are doing good. Thanks for tuning in on a Saturday, and like I say, I'm mostly just doing these live so I can get some stuff on tape, and we can have this when we do the full kind of reveal and review of this sim rig, which is coming together really nice. I'm really fond of it so far. So let me start my time lapse, and we are just going to do some screwing and gluing here. So if you tuned in this morning, you saw us cut all these 2x4s, and now we are assembling them as per the details. I actually didn't use the templates for these particular set of 2x4s. They were really simple cuts, so I just basically cut them to size, and now we are just assembling the various pieces together with a little bit of construction adhesive. Hey, Jerry at Auto Books. See, yeah, sorry you got stuck in Burbank there, brother. So Jerry at Auto Books, Aerobooks, one of our sponsors of Grassroots Motorsports Live. They are a really cool, brick and mortar, old school bookstore in Burbank, California. And most of their crew is actually out in Monterey right now. In fact, most of our crew is out in Monterey right now at Monterey Car Week. And they're all having a really good time, a lot of live coverage. And if you've been tuning in at all this week, you've seen a bunch of live looks at some of the various events at Monterey on our various social media platforms. Hopefully, I recommend scroll back a little bit on our Facebook timeline and check out the coverage from the Concours the Lemons this morning, because it is awesome. So I'll also take this opportunity to say that I thought I was the smartest guy in the world, because I was gonna put this baby together with a nail gun. Like, forget this screw stuff, that's for suckers. That's hard. I'm just gonna break out the nail gun and do this the easy way. Because I mean, look, this is America. Why put something together difficult when you can shoot it with a gun? But apparently my nail gun has picked today to crap out on me. So that's no good. Yeah, Jerry Autobook said the video commentary has been funny. Ed is doing a fantastic job. He, I gave him before they left, and actually while they've been out there, I gave him a few, a few notes, a few pointers and tips on how to make it engaging and how to make it fun. And dude, he's been knocking it out of the park, and it's really cool because the thing I told him is you're not going to know everything about every car, and that's fine. Like, don't get so caught up in numbers and specs and all this stuff. Like, if you don't know something about a car, tell me how you feel looking at it. Tell me why you think it's cool. Just engage with me, and have some fun. And so it's been really fun watching him do that. It's really been kind of a treat for me, to be able to watch him hone his skills a bit. So we actually set the base here on a piece of our MDF, a piece of scrap MDF, so we had a nice flat surface to lay it out on. And if you notice, I'm just putting one screw at a time. So they've been pronouncing stuff wrong all weekend, which is fantastic. But God bless them, man. They are the epitome of the show must go on this week. So we're just putting a little bit of construction adhesive on these 2x4s. I'm not taking a lot of time to really spread it because there's going to be a couple of screws in each one of these. Yeah, they've been pronouncing Stutz, which I guess would technically be the phonetic German pronunciation. So yeah, I'm just putting one screw at a time in all these stringers. And what I'll do is then I'll go back, I'll square it up when we put the deck on. I'll square it up and then go back and put more screws in and hold the thing together all snug like. And we're we're pilot drilling our screw holes. Because that's the non-butcher way to do things. I know I've complained about this during every broadcast so far, but man, if somebody opened a store selling actual nice lumber, I would be all over that store. You see, I'm actually having to put pressure on this stuff to line it up as I'm screwing it together. And this last one is so far out of square. I might put a clamp on that before I... So when I'm doing something like this, and look, I'm certainly not one to give a lot of woodworking tips here. But I'll tell you how I'm doing stuff. Guys, knock it off. When I'm doing stuff like this, I mark my centers where my stringers go. Some people will mark, the borders of stringers like that. I mark the centers, and then just line stuff up on those centers, and do it that way. And I think I get, it's just a 2x4. You can't line up a 2x4 by eye. You shouldn't be doing this. And when you mark the centers, that way you know exactly where the fastener goes. All right, I'm going to get a clamp. We gotta kind of bend this crappy piece of wood. I'm gonna get 2 clicks. You can see how twisty this thing was. That's why we're not putting all the screws in it at this point. We'll get it on the ground and we'll square it up real nice. And we'll go back and redo some fasteners. I mean, the other alternative would have been to start with, start with decent wood, but apparently that's just not a thing anymore. All right. So here's how this baby is going to sit. We'll get it laying nice and flat before we're done. Here is the deck. So that's basically what the deck is going to look like. There's actually a couple more pieces, a couple more 2x4s that go out here on the outside. I want to get the thing nice and square. I'm probably going to get it on the ground in a second, and square it up nice on the ground. And we'll do that. But this is what the base looks like, essentially. So it's coming along, guys. No. So it is coming along. You hear our neighbors are over there putting up a new carport, and we got birds talking. It is a Saturday afternoon out in the country here right now. Okay, so that's basically it. Yeah, I just want to get this on tape and get the time-lapse shot. So if nobody has any further questions, I will check out and I will get this sucker properly squared, like it looks like an actual skilled artisan built it, and then we will go from there. So that's it for tonight's special Saturday edition. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for being along on the build of the Ricmotech RS1. And check them out at I believe it's ricmotech.com. They're linked in the YouTube description, and of course CRCindustries.com, our presenting sponsor. Check them out for all your automotive chemical needs. And autobooks-aerobooks.com. Thanks for Jerry for coming and hanging out with us. Sorry you're stuck in Burbank, brother, but I'm sure you are having fun up there, and I'm sure you miss the rest of the gang down there in Monterey. And we'll have more coverage from Monterey coming up this week, guys. So we appreciate it. All right, that's it for tonight. Let me turn off my time lapse. Boop. There we go. All done. All right, folks. Thanks very much. I'm JG Pastor Jack. We'll see you next time. I'm going to turn the camera off, and we'll do this up right. Oh, so Ryan wants to know, what is the estimated cost? Oh, shoot. Hang on, let me wipe the sweat off my face, and I'll tell you the exact cost so far. So the plans, Ryan, the plans were like $50. And actually, if you don't want to build your monitor into the rig, they're only like $35. and you know, plus shipping, so another $5 or $10 for shipping. Under 50 bucks will get the plans to your house. The parts, I actually went to Lowe's, bought everything we were going to need, most everything we were going to need. It was 138 bucks, and that, I mean, that's like all the wood, all of the screws and fasteners, all the bolts, construction adhesive, spray adhesive, and even a couple, you know, a few pieces of sandpaper and like consumables that I was going to need. So yeah, you know, even if you had to buy a few other things, you know, we're going to paint it at some point. We're going to finish it somehow. So you're still looking, even if, you know, you could do a really nice job on this thing for under 250 bucks. I'm probably going to go to the junkyard and get a seat for it. Seats at our local junkyard are like $38. So yeah, you could, if you spent 300 bucks on it, you could build like an heirloom quality piece of furniture. You can build it like that. And I bought, you know, fairly nice wood and nice material for the thing. So yeah, I mean, it's not, it is not a prohibitively expensive piece of equipment. I've seen PVC, I've seen some nice PVC rigs. One nice thing about PVC rigs is they're light and you can move them really easily. So if it's something you're going to be moving around a lot, that's not a bad choice. I'm actually going to put wheels on this one, so you know, it'll actually be mostly out here in the shop. And maybe we'll take it. Maybe we'll bring it to Daytona for the Rolex and let some folks do some stuff with it. But yeah, you know, like I say, if you spent 300 bucks on this thing, you could build an heirloom quality piece of furniture. So that's what I have to say. All right, yeah, Jerry, thanks for that. I appreciate it. We'll see you again. I might tune in tomorrow for a little bit while I'm finishing this thing up. But that was pretty much it. I'm going to go turn the video off. So last chance for any questions? Nope, none. All right, guys, I'll see you. Probably see you tomorrow. Have a good day.